Stop creating products that nobody want. It is very important if you want to start a business this 2026 and in the years moving forward, you need to know this. In this video, I'm going to share with you my learning in launching products, not even on the launching part, but also in the ideation and creation part of the product development, which is very helpful whenever you want to start a business. You need to have and finalize that product idea or service idea that you have in your mind. Hello, I'm John. I am a founder in progress. I always say this because I am in the trenches right now. I'm not that guru or someone that already at the top. I'm in the process of growing and scaling my own businesses. In my experience of growing my businesses for 5 years right now, I started my businesses when I was in college. That was 2020, in the middle of the pandemic. I didn't consume a lot of time creating and ideating the product because I've learned this the hard way, that I need to first have an audience or customer base before I release a certain product. Hear me out. Maybe you're thinking already, like, what could I sell if I don't have the product yet? Like, okay, if I'm gonna have a customer base already, what will I give them? What will I exchange with their cash, right? But this might be counterintuitive for some, but this is the truth nowadays. And especially with social media, you can use it to your own advantage. It could be a leverage right now when it comes to creating that demand for that particular product, even if you haven't produced it yet. And okay, let's go directly to the technique that I'm always using, and that is creating content. That's it. And wait, I'm not gonna overcomplicate this for you, because in my experience, what I did was I created a page, a Facebook page, and also a community, Facebook group community. Right now, it's still up. It's called Mental Health Matters PH. So Bakás, when it was starting, we were positioning it as a mental health awareness brand. So we started as an apparel brand. Now, I had some idea and I had some experience about Facebook advertising, yes, but I didn't run ads immediately. What I did was I remembered posting one simple post about mental health shirts with nice designs. My co-founder, my wife right now, created those designs. We posted it first. I posted it first in some groups, in some communities, not in our community that we only have created. And I think that was the time when I just had one comment that said, I will be buying this. And when I said that, okay, we have this page, I've posted there, and then you can send me a message through that page so that we can ship your order. That one validation alone is very important because that was the trigger so that I could run the ads already. And yes, you don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to have like tens, hundreds of orders for you to validate the idea. Having someone cash out and give you their money for a product that is not even produced yet is already enough sign of demand. Now, okay, if you're thinking of scaling it, you could think about it later on, but having that one person trust you because maybe they believe that this is really what I need, that's already enough validation that you could have and give to yourself. And think about scaling in the future because one sale, it's already a sale, right? And the specific technique that I did here was I pre-sold the product. So it's called pre-selling, wherein I didn't have the product yet. We have the design. I just posted the design there in that community. Someone replied, someone sent a message to our page, ordered, and then that is when we have it created or printed. So we just had the third-party printer, and then we bought a plain shirt somewhere, and then we got the shirt and then brought it to the printing company and then gave them the design, then told them to put our logo on it. And after that, there were already several orders because I've launched the Facebook ads already, which was very, very, I would say, effective and cheap during those times. Maybe right now it might be more expensive. Yeah, so learning from those experiences basically is, number one, you need to learn how to pre-sell, and pre-selling is actually okay. You can ask for a 50% payment. You can also ask for a 100% payment. It's totally fine. Number two, building a community. The Facebook group that I told you earlier, It's now already grown to like 10,000, almost 10,000 members. And our accounts, Facebook, we're now also on TikTok and other platforms. We've expanded from there. Now we have our new flagship product. And those products, the winning products that we have in my startup, came about because of our activities in the community. So we do weekly events, we talk with our customers, I talk with the customers and know more about their problems and how could our brand help it. And listening, social listening as well, like looking at what are the trending videos on TikTok, for example, looking at the comments, really finding something that is, a problem that is known to your audience. Now, there's a very important element here that I need to say, and that is relevance. Why relevance is important. You might have seen some problems online, like another person posting this could be his problem, but you might not interested in helping that person. The big question mark there is why? And for me, it's all about relevance. If you can relate to that person, if that is also your problem, if that was your issue before and you were able to solve it, you will be interested to help that person and, you could be making an entire business around that solution. But here's the thing. If it's not something that you're passionate on helping and solving for, it could be very difficult for you to sustain it in a long while. Simon Sinek, I've read his book, Start With Why. Your why will be your anchor or your support in your journey in business. Why? Sometimes, no, not sometimes, all the time, sales are really fluctuating, especially when you're starting out. It's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And also your emotions will be up and down, up and down, up and down. And so when you have that strong foundation, your why, you can still continue even if the numbers are not making sense. Because sometimes, even if the numbers are not making sense, you're really passionate about the problem. And part of solving the problem, for me, is making sure that the business is sustainable and you should be looking for ways for it to be sustainable. So if the numbers are not making sense right now, you have a strong why, then by default, you'll be looking for ways for it to be sustainable. So if you have a product idea, please know that distribution is important. Content is king. So create content, post in community groups. First, determine if there's a demand first before you create a product so that you will not lose money.